Hello, heroes, and welcome back to another episode. Hey, couple things. We're gonna actually be rearranging our UI a little bit here, just because with the way the damage meters are going and everything, I want you guys to be able to see all the damage that we're doing. So quest tracker can stay over here, even though we're not using it. Debuffs. Let's see. You move. Uh, you can move there. That's fine. Target can move up here. We want to move. Let's see. We can actually move this over this way. Move the totem bar underneath. Loot rolls. Vehicle can move there. And then let's move me over a little bit. And actually, I'm going to do this. That can go up there, and then this can go here. There we go. All right. Let's reload the UI. So what's been happening is like in dungeons, I'm having to move the camera around so you guys can see all the big numbers that we're doing because of the placement of our minimap. I'll be honest, I like the minimap in the middle, but it's making it to where you guys can't see, and that's terrible. All right, so a little bit more open right here in the middle. Our minimap still isn't that far off from where we can see, so we're all good there. We are going to be trying to get into some dungeons. This build, I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh my god, you should have done this to be um, AOE, and you should have done this and should have done that." But here's the deal: I did a dungeon last night, and as you can see, we were top DPS, a single target. Cremation right here is arguably the best fire spell. Period. End of story. Because I get that it says or on there, right? Meaning that it should only absorb fireball or only pyroblast or only living bomb or searing brand. But it's not. It's actually stacking all of those dots, hitting them for one big one, and increasing its own damage over time, right? So yesterday, doing a dungeon with our good friend Vibes, we went and did a boss. Cremation hit twice, one of those being a crit at 15,000 damage. One tick. One tick was 15K. Another one, which was just a normal baseline hit, was 5K. So, like, that's insane. And then the fact that we're just throwing fireballs and doing another 15K along with our standard dots, which don't really do a lot because we're not waiting for them to go down. We're basically building fireball, hoping to get the rest of these on here, and then as soon as we can, we pop all of our buffs, and then we hit cremation, and that thing is going to tick like crazy. Um, let's make sure we are all buffed up. All right, and then we're gonna keep on going with some quests here this morning. We want to hit 60 as quickly as possible, so that we can do all the re-rolling that we can to try to maybe get an AOE skill. And then we wanna start doing some of the level 60 content for you guys. If we decide to prestige again, we'll be rolling a different character. The Fire Mage is basically done at this point. So just to kind of go over what we have Critical Mass. I'd like to get the third one here because that would jump us up to 6% increased critical strike chance with specifically fire spells. We have Firepower, which increases our overall damage with fire by 4%. If we can get the next one, that jumps it up to 6%. Improved Divine Star, we only have this because of the increased critical strike chance of 3%. Playing with fire increases all damage done by 2% and all magic damage taken by 2%. So we're going to take a little bit more damage. That's fine. Dealing direct magic damage now has a 100% chance to reduce the cooldown of your combustion and Dragon's Breath. We don't have Dragon's Breath by 1 second, doubled when it's a critical strike. Dragon's Breath cannot reduce its own cooldown, up to 15-second reduction, max 5-second reduction for Explosion Shot. So that bottom bar doesn't really matter to us. But we wanted the all damage, right? We do have Hot Hands, so that if we throw Pyroblast when it procs and it crits, it has a possibility of getting us another hot streak. Marksman Master, this one only for the crit strike chance of 6%. Ignite, so when we do crit, they take more burning damage, which is awesome. Genesis, this increases the periodic damage and healing of our spells by 5%. Basically, everything we have has dot damage, so this gets increased by 5%, which is great. Master of Elements, spell criticals will refund us 30% of our base mana cost, so that's good. Consuming Flames increases the potency of our Ignite talent by an additional 50%, so they take more of that burn damage. But our fire critical strikes will do 5% less damage, which really hasn't affected us too much. We do have Ember Storm. I'd like to get this up to 5. Because it's 1% per stack there. So increases the damage done by your fire and shadow spells by 2%. I'd like to get that up to 5%. Elemental Focus. After landing a critical strike with a fire, frost, or nature damage spell, you have a 100% chance to enter a clear casting state. This is going to be a crit build. So the more crits that we can do, the more often that we're going to be inside clear casting, which is great. Burnout increases the critical strike or your spell critical strikes now deal 200% increased damage, which is phenomenal. Our capstone bonus dealing direct fire damage on targets affected or afflicted by your ignite. Increase your spell damage by 3% for 8 seconds, dealing direct magic and non-fire damage to targets affected by your ignite. Causes an explosion. We are only doing fire damage, so that won't affect us at all. We have hot streaks, so that when we do score 2 non-periodic fire spell or ability criticals in a row, we have a 100% chance to throw a pyroblast. Empowered Fire increases the spell damage scaling of your Fireball, Frost, Firebolt, Pyroblast, and Living Bond spells by 15%. Each time your Ignite deals damage, you have a 100% chance to regain 2% of our base mana. Yay. Fireball and Pyroblast tick 1 additional time, and their damage over time effects can now stack up to 4 times. Elemental Weapons. This one was called out by one of you guys that we should be doing, so we're dual wielding now to get 60% more spell damage, which is great. Eye of the Storm gives us haste. This one we could reroll. I'm not too worried about it. I have Burning Soul right now, so our critical strike chance is increased by an additional 2%. We're going to hold on to that one. Arcane Arrows doesn't do us any good. Yeah, so that's all of the passives that we've picked up so far. As far as spells, I'm pretty set here. If I could get, say, if I could get like Ignis or Meteor or the Dractheron, whatever it was called, flying spell, those would just be additions to this build at this point. So there's that. Look at that. Combustion increases critical strike chance from fire and damage spells by 80%. Funniest thing is that I got over 100 more. Oop, hold on. I want to see what he just said. 100 more Rage talent card not long after I said something. It's called Overwhelming Rage. Pretty cool for a warrior build, but I don't use Rage. That. Alright. I'm going to pick up all these quests. That's okay. I have my own bobblehead, bud. More quests that we can get done, the faster we're going to hit level 60. But just to show you, we're at 18% everywhere, 22% crit. if it's a fire spell, and lo and behold, it's all fire. Earlier, I got a talent for this build. I didn't know I needed. Gives up to 10% more magic damage when I do melee, and 10% more melee when I start my AoE spell. Nice. I saw that. Okay. Oh, stop putting them in line of sight, you special. Now, even at 22%, that's still not where I want to be. I'd like to be closer to like 25%, but Shaman type build. I just love this AoE spell, but I hear is the one to get it. Throw a couple of bombs around so that when they go off, kaboom, kaboom. There we go. Now, are we going to be top DPS right now in multi-target fights? No, but just wait till we get to our first boss fight and I pop all of my cooldowns. You're going to watch just how fast this build can melt stuff. Oh, there's our first Pyroblast that we can get for free. Ah, it wore off before I could throw it. Dang it. The only other thing I would like to add, if it's not one of the bigger fire spells, would be like the Hand of Gul'dan for AoEs. I wouldn't use it during boss fights, but AoE fights would Hand of Gul'dan would actually be a pretty good one to do. Not really sure how I pulled, but okay. I guess he's not doing mini bosses. Yeah, that means I'm not gonna be able to show off my big hit rotation if they're not gonna go do the other guys. We're gonna have to wait until we get all the way to the last boss, basically. I did keep one heal, just FYI. Um, just so that when I do need to give myself mana, I can heal up when I'm not like in a dungeon. It's not that bad if the healer's able to just keep me up. But then like the amount of mana it takes to cast this heal is so negligible. It's actually really nice for the amount of healing I can give myself. So I would highly recommend if you're gonna do uh, life tap, get some form of healing to help combat it. All right, so we're gonna select this guy right here. We're gonna go ahead and start off with a pyroblast just to get that one cooking, and then we're gonna hit every one of our buffs while pyroblast is ticking down. There's all four. There's that. Cremation on him. Something fell off before we could get it. Something did not work. Did I not Oh, no, I don't think I hit cremation on him. I think I accidentally threw another living bomb on him instead. That's my bad. That's my bad. I messed up that rotation. But the fact that this tank just immediately died, and this dude is doing, ooh, he's a melee build. I like that. See, I thought about making a fire shaman too, because there's so many abilities that you can get that if you do melee damage, it helps build your what you call it. It helps you build your spell casting, and then if you're spell casting, it helps your melee damage, and you're constantly staying at like 3% increased damage. But they're like, oh no, we can't do these bosses. Okay, so first of all, that tells me two things. Either your healer, who is level 27, is incapable of doing heals, or your tank has no tank ability in reality, and so they are basically just taking so much damage the healer just can't keep up. And it looks like the healer only has one heal. Like I'm not seeing him throw anything else. Let's just hit you with all my dots. Yes, please. Like I'm usually the last person to be like, "Hey, let's kick somebody from the group." But like that's just I mean, bud. And I'm not 100% saying it's the healer, but when you only have one healing ability that I can see you doing and you're telling everybody, "Hey, don't do big pulls, don't do the mini bosses, don't do," you shouldn't be in a dungeon. That tells me that guy is either built for PvP, just quick in and out fights, or he's built for overworld content. Waiting on the healer. All right, we're going to start off with Pyroblast because it takes the longest. Seven, 8, 9, 7. Cremation did 28k in 2 ticks. Nether portal. Tear open a nether that's twisting nether for casting Shadow Bolt, Incinerate, or Soulfire. Summons a demon to fight for you. Incinerate. I don't have Incinerate. Dang, that's a bummer. We'll hold on to it. Now, I will say, if we had higher crit to where my fireball was critting more often, then absolutely, I would not start off the fight with Pyroblast like I did. We're not gonna have cremation on this one, which is or not cremation, um, combustion on this one. Then we need to switch to you. Throw that because I was attacking the wrong gosh dang target. Then we'll just throw a little bitty one on them. And see, that one was only doing 4k, and that's because we didn't have all of our stuff up properly. We were missing Pyroblast. I think I had Searing Brand on it and a couple stacks of Fireball, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, Cremation is by far one of the best fire skills. If someone can find me a way to use Cremation in a uh, what am I trying to say? If I can use Cremation in a way of using it as like a fire shaman, let me know. What server? We're playing Darkmoon, bud. Gotcha. About to hit 60 on my Templar finally. LOL. Last 5 levels are killing me. Yeah, I'm in the same boat with my Stormbringer. I want to say I got to like I'm level. Oop, I didn't mean to refresh on that guy. Um, I want to say I just got to 55 the other day, but I haven't really been focused on him because I've been having such a fun time playing on Darkmoon. Now, I'm not going to waste my cooldowns because we're almost to the last boss. But 8k tick, that's nice. Trying to decide on Cultist, Ranger, or Bard for next BG's raid class, even Pyro maybe, but they mostly heal. I will say, from what I understood in looking at the tier lists that someone sent me for builds, I agree. Pyromancer looks like they are primarily a raid healer. Um, though I can tell you, if I went back over right now, or if I was starting a new character over there, I would probably be doing Pyro because I'm having so much fun with this one. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna let you do the pulling there, tank. No, stop targeting the same gosh dang creature. Think Corruption Cultist would be fun. I'm a fan of Shadow Priest. That's the spellcasty one, if I remember correctly. And yeah, um, I know they had an ability. Aw, I don't have Conflag. Um, I do remember that they had an ability. I don't know if it's been nerfed or anything, but they did have one where it was like a force choke, and if you use that on a boss while everyone else is doing damage, everyone else gets 15% increased damage. All right, here we go. 9, 8, 7. Oop, 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 nope. Come on. Got a 12k right at the end. And like this build is only gonna ever get better. Hey, there we go. We can take that. That's gonna be a good one. Because we can put that instead of silence. So during AoE fights, I can now go do that. That's nice. These two levels right here, or these two quests rather, are going to give us another level. Spirit Bond. While your pet is active, you and your pet will regenerate 1% total health every 10 seconds, increases healing done to you and your pet by 5%. This effect does not stack with similar effects. Not bad. All right, let's dip out of this dungeon. But yeah, I think you would have a lot of fun playing that cultist, man. It's been my only complaint with this game is the cultist abilities they have are not all that great. I don't. At least I haven't seen any roll up that were that good. So we have Twisted Seal, create a warp sigil to bend hostile forces away from you. We have Psychic Suppression, lift an enemy in the air. This is the one I'm talking about, but I think in COA it also gives them debuff. Um, hinder enemies' momentum. Abyssal Ward, that's for tanking. Entropic Singularity, create a void zone for 5 seconds, target location that slows enemies. Copy yourself. Gaze of Cthulhu, which is neat. Nether Strike, strike an enemy quickly for 100% shadow weapon damage, purging one beneficial magic effect from them, only usable on enemies below 35% health. Voidborn, tap into your inner Voidborn Rage, increasing your damage dealt and critical strike chance by 25% and granting you immunity to stun effects. I mean, I would like that, but only because. Oh wow, that does a lot of damage to you though. Ancient Curse, curse an enemy dealing 543 shadow damage and increasing all shadow damage they take from you by 10%. This would be good on our Shadow Rogue. Twilight Shield Toss for tanking. Corrupt Mind, corrupt the enemy. This is basically just fear. Your offensive warlock spellcasts now, and battle cultist, firebrand, melee, critical strikes, refresher, emulate. So none of these are good. A forbidden ritual that places a shield on nearby allies, and then unleash a wave of maddening rather interrupting the current spellcast of enemies. So nothing here is what I like about the cultist, which is the healing cultist, and none of these are good outside of hey, we want to mitigate people in basically PvP. Yeah, that would work too. Yeah. Let's see. What level did we get to? We're 55. Let's queue for more dungeons. But now we have this. This doesn't really do much. The only problem I had with this is you would need a bunch of stuff that modifies Dragon's Breath in order to get this ability to do more damage. The other thing I don't like about this, it does have a quick cooldown, which I do like. But the other thing I don't like is if I'm, say, like on that hill and we're fighting and I use it, I could yeet myself off the hill. So, okay. We do have a lot of reroll capabilities. So let's go through. We don't have a pet on this guy, so let's go ahead and reroll that. Holy Spirit, healing or dealing damage with penance. We don't have penance. Fingers of Frost, when you deal frost damage with a spell, you have a 15% chance. We don't do any frost damage. Increases the range of your damaging spells and channeling or cast time by 4 yards. Would be okay, but like we already have one that does this and it's not going to stack with it, so. Increases the amount of damage drained by your drained life by 20% while your health is below 20%. Increases, no. That does not help us. Oh, improved fireball. That's what we wanted right there. Give me more fireball stuff. We're also looking for improved blood presence, by the way. We don't have conflag. Combat potency increases your offhand melee to generate 5 energy. Would be good for a rogue, not good for us. Each time a melee strike attacks you, you have a chance to gain 330 armor. That would be better for a tank, not us. Mental quickness. Dealing direct physical damage increases your magic damage done by 4% for 6 seconds. Dealing direct magic damage increases your physical damage done. This would be great for a shaman, man. This would be a fantastic spell for Shamis. Does not affect us at all because we do no physical damage. Casting Healing Touch now grants flowing. Reaching 3 stacks grants you overflowing. Increases the next chain heal by 50%, and healing is not diminished with each jump. That's great for a healer, not good for us. Come on, give us more fire stuff. Increases spell damage by 3% of your intellect, reduces the mana cost of your spells, and increases the... Okay. We'll hold on to this just because if we can get that up to 3, that increases our spell damage by 9% of our intellect and reduces the cost of spells by 6%. So we'll hold on to that. Any other... Nope, the rest of these are all skills. So, Explosive Shot, we are definitely not going to be using. Cauterizing Fire, no thank you. It's a Healy spell, and we have to be in Healy spec in order to use it. Rocket Boots. Activate your rocket launching us forward. We already have Blink, so I don't really care for that one. Mana Shield. Could have probably kept it, but meh. Flurry of Fire. Flare Strike. Explodes all hidden and invisible enemies within 8 yards of target area for when it expires. A Rain of Arrows is called down, dealing 1475 physical damage. Enemies hit are slowed. I don't know. We might keep that just to give us another AoE ability. Increased by modifiers of your volley ability, the damage is increased by 100% against targets of the hunter's mark. We'll hold on to it. Why not? That's an AoE ability. Oh, this is a okay. Lightning Overload. If we ever build a lightning mage or whatever, that would be a good one. Elemental Fury. So the top part of that, if we keep this, will do no good for us. The other thing too is like your nature damage is increased by 6% and other magic damage increased by 3% while clear casting from elemental focus is active. So this actually doesn't really do us a whole lot of good because we can't get any more crit strike damage, right? Because we already have that. It doesn't stack. And your nature damage and all other magic damage is increased by 3% while clear casting. So you have to have clear casting up almost consistently for this to be good. So it would be great for a shaman. It's not very good for us, unfortunately. Total agility. That doesn't help us. Not on this build. Nope. No, that's Holy Fire. I saw the word fire and I was like, wait a minute. Improved kick. No, thank you, because I don't even have kick. Talented swipes. Can't do anything with it. Stoicism. Reduces the duration of all stun effects. No. I also like how it's now using this to reroll. Increases your attack power. We don't do anything with attack power. Using Sinister Strike or multi-shot. We're about to be out of rerolls. Subtlety increases our haste. Yeah, we can keep that. That's fine. That's a Path of Healing spell. We don't need it. And now we have Searing Pain. Unfortunately, that causes threat, and we don't want threat generation. Distracting Shot, can't use it. Fire Resist Totem, can't use it. I mean, we could, but meh. And Defensive Stance, even worse. What's funny, though, is I can have all of those up. I can have Defensive Stance up, I can have Blood Presence, and I can have Resist Fire. But, okay. Looks like we need to go south for our last two quests here. Looks like Lost in Battle. Actually, it looks like we just need to go there, so we can actually fly. Show me where I can fly, and we just want to go to Camp Tarajo, because there's going to be several quests we can do just in rapid fire there. But I mean, as you can see, like even if I was to do this, so that 7 through 0 for me are all of my buffs for fighting a boss, we're good there. This is another AoE one. Yeah. We'd have to make a macro, I think, for this as well. Somebody asked me how I do my macros. So this is the one I primarily use. It shows tooltip at the skill that we're trying to do, and then /cast in parentheses at cursor, so that it's wherever my cursor is at, and then meteor. For example, this one. But we are going to be creating a new one. This one is going to be called Flare Strike. Hit OK. I'm going to hit Control V so I can do that. And then it is Flare Strike. Come down here. Flare Strike. Okay, pop the bobblehead. I don't know how many of these quests we can get done, but we're going to click all of them. And any of the ones that we can complete on the way, it's going to be awesome. So then, see what I mean though? Like this could accidentally get us caught up in combat that we don't want. The only plus side to it is just how fast I can pop it. All right, here we go. 7890. Some of my buffs apparently wore off, but still, I mean, even without getting those humongous fire crits that are, 14, 15k crits, I mean, still, cremation did 22k damage when this thing got to about half life. There be a quest this way, my dear friends. Oh, somebody's got meteor. All right, and that's one quest completed. Which server is this? COE or Bronzebeard? No, this is Darkmoon. It's the wild card. I'm gonna wait till we level before I use the bobblehead. Or what I really want to do is wait until I have at least 2 quests completed and then use the bobblehead. Yeah, we're playing on Darkmoon, which is the wild card server that they have for the season. I could have sworn I had that as the title. I feel like somebody in our group has just gone full AoE because Unholy Aura, Shadow Bolt, Shadow Nova, Shadow Bolt, Corruption. So that's a Warlock. That's me. I'm trying to see what everybody's doing. Consecration, Blood Boil, okay. Wrath, Blizzard, Sunfire, Meteor. Yeah, this guy is basically an all. The fact that he has a horse demon out thing, I don't even know what this is. Can somebody tell me what Salty is? Is that a hunter pet or is that a demon pet? We gotta get all of our mana back up. 7890. Come on. Oh, there's those 14k crits. I'm telling you, man, this is awesome. Quick draw? No, thanks. Oh, I don't care about that. Like this is just a new spell they created. I almost wish this was over on the Pyromancer for COA because that would be devastating depending on how they did it for the Pyromancer. Fun fact, if you have a way to walk on water, those guys don't aggro. Oy vey. I think I have at least 2 quests done for in here. Da, 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 da. All right, they can go on ahead. I'm gonna heal up. I'm also gonna do this because this will give us another level. Almost 2 levels. Mental strength increases our intellect. Yeah, buddy. More int, more crit. Ooh. I launched myself into a root. Oh, snap. He, like, ran way up there. Okay. Just hide in my little corner over here. Tank died. Meow. It's not giving me good vibes when it says I am still in combat. Well, it doesn't say I'm in combat anymore, which is a good sign. Yeah, we're re-rolling Ritual of Souls. That thing is useless. Abolish poison. Don't care about that. I'm not a healer. Ice block. Meh. Ebbing Tide's Totem. Summon an Ebbing Tide's Totem with 5 health that increases the healing nearby allies receive from you by 10% every 3 seconds, stacking up to 3 times, and lasts for 6 seconds. But we don't do any healing, but alright. Too bad that doesn't affect, like, the healer. Like, I drop the totem, and it just increases the healing everyone receives, regardless of who does it. But it specifically says healing from me. But I don't do no healing. Oy vey. I think we may end up getting rid of leatherworking and skinning to pick up herbalism and alchemy, just so that we have something to go work on. That would actually be a little beneficial for us because we can make like mana pots and int pots and stuff like that. I think. We're actually getting quite a few procs right now. If only cremation could spread. Like that would be cool. You know what I mean? Like you throw cremation on something, and if it still has a timer left, it just moves on to the next target. Oh goodness. Okay, that's so that right there is why I'm talking about like it can be a giant pain to get that to work. Oh, I'm inside Frostspell. Okay. Now, does it help me get some damage down? Yeah, absolutely. Go tank. Dang. Boom. Get all the Twilight Pendants. And again, like, I don't care how many quests we end up doing in this dungeon because we're already 58. But like, y'all saw how far out I went, right? Like, if that if we had accidentally pulled something, the tank would have been like, "Oh my god." Or like that. Now I gotta wait for 12 seconds. Nope, that didn't work. I was trying to get back up. I almost yeeted right back off onto the other side. We'll be nice and we'll just do this right here. That's 2 more quests done. There's 59. Yeah, great. My leap didn't do hardly any damage because half of it didn't hit anything. But I was worried that I was going to yeet myself back off the deal, so. We're just going to stick to single target while we're here. There's 60. Lava Lash. Really? Water Shield. I mean, that's at least mana, but how are we fighting a dude that's under the ground? I don't need the quests anymore because I'm already level 60, but hey, whatever. Thank you, Vibes. Now it's all about getting gear. We want to make this guy as strong as we can. I'm about to be out mana, guys. Okay. Definitely don't want freaking taunt. Oh, still almost out of mana. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Throw this. Throw this. Throw this. And throw that. 15. 7. Another 15. Another 15. Another 15. Cremation did 60.2 thousand damage before that boss died. Cremation is so busted, man. If I get all of my stuff up, hit my buffs, and then cremation, yeah, dude. The simple fact that it can do 15k crits per tick over 10 seconds. I don't know how many ticks it gets over that time frame. But like if we go look at that boss fight, right? It got 5 hits while the boss was up. 3 of those 5. Oh, no, go back to him. 3 of those were between 13 and 15k. 2 of them were 7. So, yeah. That skill is busted. uh, Probably gonna make people really upset about how much damage I can do. And this isn't just this gear. Wait till I get some real gear, so that our PVE power goes up, so that we're just doing extra damage. But like right now, I'm doing 719 bonus damage. My crit is 22%. Like we're doing phenomenal. I love it. I mean, they give you really nice stats while you're leveling, but since we're going to be trying to get this guy like geared, yeah, I'll lose a little bit of damage on the front end for a while, but yeah, I can't wait to get this guy into some legit gear for uh my pyromancy. Check out this dude vibes. I don't know if you've seen this. This dude's like, I don't know if that's a demon or a hunter pet, but I think it's dope looking. Little demon horse. It reminds me of Midnight from Skyrim when you do the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Ooh, back up. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, uh, uh. Throw you. Throw pyro. And then here we go. 17. 17. I didn't see what that one was. 17. There's a 14. So that got maximum. Look at that. 100 and. Oh my god. The subdued mistress I was asking about yesterday has an unholy aura that wrecks. It was apparently a vanity item from season 9. Wonder why there's no good things for season 10. No idea, man. Hopefully they'll add some stuff. Okay. In Desolance, in the southeast of the map, there's a little demon village. Behind the, since it's a bit hidden, there's a small path between mountains. And they have a stable with these. It's really good. Is it demon or hunter pet? Demon? Okay. To answer your question, Cyber, why not make a weak aura or macro? I definitely can make a macro for it. I just like being able to see all of them up. I could probably make a macro and just put them somewhere else on my bar, so I just have to spam one. But um, yeah, I typically, I don't know. As far as weak auras go, I don't really know how to do all of the weak aura stuff. To be honest with you, I've never understood weak auras. All right, let's get this turned in, and then we're headed to Orgrimmar. Didn't think you could get something that cool from the open world. Yeah. All right, let's head back to Orgrimmar. About to do a whole bunch of re-rolling, and we have all of these boxes. We got crap we got to get rid of in our inventory here. So first things first, boom. You can even tame some of the trash mobs in raids, FYI. Nice. All right. So that says Heroic Dungeons. Let's go talk to you, grab up you. So I got a question about repurchasing scrolls, right? So it says randomly select a new ability or talent to replace the one you wish to unlearn. I get that part, but like it says, so for example, like I can go through here and get 260 of that for 13,000. I've got plenty of runes. Um, so for a grand total of 24,000, roughly, call it 25,000 runes of Ascension, I can get a whole bunch of these. You know what? I'm gonna yeah. Allows you to buy back scrolls obtained in a previous prestige at a lower cost. Oh. And then how many more of these can I buy? There we go. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really gone and enslaved demons though, so or at least a few years since enslaved demon was added. Nice. This is my first time playing this type of game mode, learning new things every second. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's just I don't have the stuff for it. So problem is if I prestige this guy again to get another box, it's gonna be no bueno. There we go. So we have 1,000, 1,500 more, and I'd be able to get the mount here. That's fine. All right. Let's open boxes and then see what the dailies are so we can go do them. How hard is it to enslave raid trash? Wouldn't you get wrecked, or is it not like taming a hunter pet? We have so many rerolls. All right, rapid rerolling. The ones we want to get rid of are going to be Portal Mastery. Or no, these are locking. Hold on. Unlock spell. Let's keep Blink. We'll keep... we'll go ahead and lock this. And literally everything else we have can be unlearned. I don't care about any of those. Flame On would be good. I don't care about Meteor anymore. This gets buffs from Dragon Breath. Okay, so it's dragons. That one would be okay. World in Flames would be a good one. And we don't have a dragon. Do you know do you know of anything better than the horse pet in the open world? Let's see. Fire. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of you. Lock that one, because if I can get that up to 3 of 3, that would be great. You, and you. Spells rolled cannot be restored. Ensure you have selected anything you do not wish to unlearn. No, I'm good there. We'll keep Rebirth. That's fine. we go. Firefall's a good one. Where's that at? We're gonna lock it. No, we can get rid of that. That's fine. There's regular Dragon's Breath. Jadefire Affliction. Your Everlasting Affliction also triggers from Fireball, Incinerator, Soulfire. Okay, well, I don't. Your Everlasting Affliction. I don't think I have that, but whatever. Molten Core increases the duration of your Immolate. I don't think I use that. Yeah, I don't have Immolate. There's Jadefire Corruption. Okay, we want to get rid of Focused Barrage. That doesn't help me. Nah, I'll keep Presence of Mind. It's fine. Everlasting Affliction. Oh, yeah, nope, that doesn't help me at all. Mana Spring, Scorch, Cinder Strike, Molten Core. We don't have Immolates, don't care. Compound Shot, Winter Horn. All those can get rerolled. Fire Blast still does not help me. Here's Immolate. Unfortunately, that doesn't help the build we're trying to go for, so. Meteor, we could give Meteor a test if we get any of the stuff for it. That does not work for us. There's Blooming Shot, nice. Okay, we're gonna do this. All right, no, we were keeping Presence of Mind. Fire Blast, Immolate. We'll hold on to, I guess. Well, yeah, we'll just hold. No, doesn't help the build I want. This is AOE, so we can hold on to that. Blast Wave, Connect, Chaos Bolt, Auto Ruin, Blooming, big game. Rock Biter Weapon, Rotting Breath. Fiery Payback. Melee and ranged attacks made against you have a 5% chance to disarm. Oh, no. Power Infusion. I thought I already had Power Infusion. Well, that's another one that will boost our damage, though. World in Flames increases the critical strike chance of your Flame Strike, Pyroblast, Blast Wave, Dragon's Breath, Living Bomb, Meteor, Blizzard, Arcane Explosion. Nice. Keep that. Okay. Cure poison. We're going to keep you. We're going to keep you. We'll keep Meteor. We're going to keep World in Flames. Hand of Gul'dan, we can keep that just because it's a free AoE, basically. Okay. Oh, it says I don't have enough scrolls. Now I do. All right, let's just go through this real quick so I can get these out of my inventory. Got some duplicates. Shocker. At some point, I'm going to click this and it's all just going to be dupes. Uh-oh. See what I mean, though? It's like, at a certain point, like, everything we do is going to just be duplicates, which will mean that we have all of the cards for that tier. But the more cards I can get when I decide to start making another build, which is probably going to be like a lightning chamois kind of build, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what I can come up with because I want to do something that's a cross between melee and caster, but I want it to be lightning damage. Yeah, like I want to have access to stuff like chain lightning or lightning bolt, but I also want to be able to be up close and personal in melee. Yeah, Thunderclap with Lightning Blade. I want totems. There's a couple of instant cast spells that I can get that are lightning damage, that are also AoE lightning damage, which I think would be really cool. There's spell infused weapons. That thing for melee is just a like every melee character I've seen that's using this is doing astronomical damage. It's crazy. All right, so there's all that. Do we have any more rerolls that we can do? We have a ton. Holy crap. Get rid of Searing Pain, get rid of Riptide, Whirling Flame, Moon, Fire, Frost, Firebolt. All those we can get rid of. Let's keep Rebirth. Let's keep Presence of Mind, and we'll keep Hand of Gul'dan for a Shadow Flame. Well, that's not going to help us much, but whatever. You'll go also execute? Yeah, at a certain point I will, yeah. What if I just unselect all of that and I just want to look for these? Because that's not a fire tag spell. There's no way. Regular Dragon's Breath. Hailstorm is not fire. Shadow Flame Scourge. Devotion Aura. Dragon's Breath. We'll keep regular Dragon's Breath. That's fine. That's a druid spell. Temporal Rift is not a mage fire spell. Like, come on. Frostband Weapon is not one for us. Keep that. Now it says I'm out of scrolls, so now I just have to do it individually. Shadow Flame, reroll. Hello. Oh. If PvPer like me be like, Dragon's Breath is a no-brainer, LL, but yeah, I don't know what a PvE player might want. So, I mean, Dragon's Breath is good in both situations. If we're getting swarmed, I can blah, and then it will disorient everybody. The problem is a lot of us are going to be doing AoE damage in PvE situations. So Dragon's Breath would really be used more for like situations where you're going to be trying to like if you're out doing single target and you start getting surrounded, you use it and run, basically. Is there a Thunderburst talent for Thunderclap and Execute to deal additional damage? I'm not sure. I'd have to look. That's a project I'm gonna really have to just work on. And then I want to come down here, all the way towards the bottom. Water Shield. Ice Singer Shot. I mean, that would be a good AoE one just to throw down, you know what I mean? Okay. And unfortunately, all of the passives that I have right now are really good, so I don't want to re-roll any of the passives that I have. So now I just have an absorbent amount of talent ones. Because, like, I would love to get some that were upgraded, but even then, I mean, like World in Flames, that's great, but I would love to get it higher so that it would do more damage for us. Fiery Payback would be good. So, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to pop this. Pop you. Pop you. And that one's Zul'Gurub. Okay. Haste crit. Chance to bathe your melee target in flames. That doesn't really help us. That's defense. I mean, it's plate, but it's also defense. Golly, it really hated me on all of these rolls. I know that was agility, but still, I mean, it was better than nothing. Haste, there we go, finally. I may have to pop this just so we can get something else. Fire resistant, nope. Attack power, armor penetration, int spirit. Ah, here we go, here we go. That one was a good one. And no. So all of this, I'm going to throw all that in our box, though. Just... Oop, no. I said right click. All this can go in here. Because I'm sure at some point we'll have a character that can use some of this stuff. But now it's, we do dungeon, or not dungeon, yeah, we can do heroic dungeons if we have access to it. And we want to do quests to get more boxes. And it is 10:30, goodness. The gear? Yeah, I think so. I may not be able to transfer it to other characters. It's fine, but let's see. We want to go dungeon and heroic just so that we can grab those. And then I'm going to pick up since I already have the wanted quest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the wanted quest, but we're definitely going to give it a shot before we get off today. Let's see here. Show map. This is Southern Winter Spring is where we need to go. We could fly there, but it's actually just easier to go here. Brawler's Guild, no thank you. Wow, this is different. Winter Spring. Costs us 8 gold to go to Winter Spring, so let's go do some dailies and see if we can get some better gear for us. And we want to travel south. Now, used to, this was 100% a PvP zone. So as soon as you would come in, you would be in PvP and everybody would be trying to beat the crap out of you. These are elites. Curious how well you perform. Yeah, that's what we're going to check. It may be slow going, but we're definitely going to give it a shot. There's supposed to be a road this way. Frost Mage with a dragon companion. Love the mount, too. I wonder if they're fighting these things in order to try and get them as summonables. What's over this way we need to do? Albeast slain. Oh, somebody already ripped through here. That can't be the only camp of owlbears, bro. Sure, I'll party up with you. Oh, there's a whole... Is this like a whole cave system? No, it's just a cave. I guess the real question is how long is it going to take for those things to respawn? You know what I mean? Says there should be more this way. I don't remember how to get down there safely. But those are all giants down there. Oh, the ridge is right there. There it is. Whoo! Yeah, that's going to be a rough one to do. I was going to say, there is a like a whole cave system, I thought. Natural Destructor is so good. I'll have to look into that one. All right, here we go. Hmm. So these also aren't cave systems. This is just... What a bummer, dude. Oh, it did re-roll that ability. Now I gotta go find it again. Put Meteor on the bar for now. Did I accidentally completely get rid of it? Power Infusion, there it is. There's a ton of them northeast of Overlook. Like up this way? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to complete this. It's in 10:30 right now. They took out something over here. Well, there's that. We at least got the feathers portion done. follow our guy over here, because if he starts taking stuff out, I want to make sure that we're nearby to get it, because we need the crazed owl beast and the moon touched owl beasts and berserker owl beasts. Huh. We're done with the moon touched. We need crazed and ooh. What do you mean I have no chosen path? What? I'm int. That's moon touch. Moon touch. Rare hidden cache requires. Oh, I don't have that key. I guarantee you that. Yeah. I 100% agree. The respawn time for dailies should be massively increased. We need 2 more of those ones. Let's heal up. Berserk. And then crazed. Because I still need 1 more of those. So we just need 1 more berserk to spawn, and then we're golden there. I somehow have messed up. Arcane power. I don't know how that came off my. I don't know. Crazed, Moon Touched, Moon Touch. I think that one's Moon Touched. Yeah, Moon Touched. But yeah, I'll end up making a macro for these. If someone knows how to set up weak auras, then please, by all means, let me. Excuse me. Let me know either in the comment section or in Discord, please, because I am terrible at that kind of stuff. I just need the Berserk to respawn. I think his body. There's still one there. Just one for my skills. Like I don't know how to do weak auras at all. I've tried. Only time I've ever been like had a weak auras up is when somebody had. I've been removed. Weird. Fine. I only needed this guy anyway. All right. Now we can go see if we can take on the elites here. Or should we go across the bridge first and figure out the other stuff? Just in case the elites are impossible. But yeah, the only time I've ever used weaker auras is when I found somebody that was like, oh, hey, here's one for the hunter. And it was just pre-set up, and I just copy pasted it and dropped it into weak auras, and then just moved stuff around to where I wanted it. I may have had one for the demon hunter at one point. That was a big old cave down there, man. Technically, I have blink. I could yeet myself off and at the last second hit blink, and I'll take no fall damage. No. Let's go up here, figure out what's over this way that we need. I think they're. Isn't this where like demons and stuff are? Yeah. This might be a struggle bus. Oh, snap. I got attacked from behind? I was out of mana and it wouldn't let me move. Oh, no. It put me all the way back here. Holy crick. Yeah. I could definitely do it. It's just going to be a really, really slow go at it. I don't remember which entrances I need. Dark Whisper Spear. Is it this cave entrance I need next? This place is just a complete maze of stuff. Last time I tried to do this, I was a hunter and I had a pet, and it was on Bronzebeard. So I may only be able to complete the one we just did, Night Talon's takedown. Is there not a cave entrance over here? There's one there. All right, so that definitely wasn't the one I needed. See, this is what I'm talking about. This place is just a complete maze of just crap. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to complete the rest of these just by myself. I mean, I can see that there's obviously people out here because they have the contract board, but they are apparently in a party. Hmm. Because what I need from these guys, like I could care less about that, is just hearts. And then if I could take out 4 of the giants, that's at least 2 quests I could do. The issue that we're probably going to run into, though, is either we're going to just constantly die, or see, I think this was the one where we saw that board. Maybe we can find the people that are doing the quest and see if we can party up with them. Maybe. Yeah, they're just repeating the same quests. Oh, that was the wanted quest. I see what they were doing. Oh, what fire build are you doing, bud? Druid fire? Interesting. That was not the button I wanted to do. Oh, gosh dang it. And I doubt they're going to res me. Yeah, I don't think these dailies I can do. I wasn't expecting to run into dailies that were this much of just elites. But we've got a few that we can go turn in. We can go try the Frostmaw, the Giants, real quick, just so we can get 3 to turn in. This one we probably won't be able to do. Because I've only got 15 minutes, and if I'm going to spend more time dying, then I don't. It's not really going to be beneficial to me. Oh, they popped one of those. Nice. Maybe we can get over there, turn these in, and grab the lieutenant one before he spawns again. That, and then we want to pick up wanted, and then we can turn in that one. That gave us 2 boxes. Now, like, I do know with these crates, these are based on our gear score. Based on our current gear level. Oh, they kicked me out of their group again. Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can get the heck out of here. And we'll go try and take down the 4 giants. Except, nice. We got it just in time. Okay. I'd stay and keep doing that, but it is what it is. They can. I don't know. If they can go take out the rest of these guys, I'd be okay with it. But Mana Stalker. But they're just staying over here next to the boss lady. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just book it out of here. Or at least try. We're probably gonna die trying to get out. I mean, there's a Slayer, and we need 8 of them. I'll help. I want to go to try and take out the giants at least. Nope. Alright, we're gonna piss off at least one. I guess we didn't piss off any of them. I tried doing the giants when I was on the mage, and I just I didn't realize that there was a way up over here. All right, here we go. Oh wow, you need 6 of these guys taken down too. I just need the 4 hearts, and then I can go back to Orgrimmar and be happy about it. Just leave party. Problem is without cremation, this is where do you have a what? Hold on. I thought I needed fireball for hot streak procs. You do technically, I thought. Now I know I don't need it. Really? What else can give you the hot streaks proc? Discord is the same as my name. Hold on, I can. Uh, there's my Discord. 2, 3, 4. What's with these spirits, man? So it is incredibly possible, as long as I have cremation up, I can take these guys out no problem. Hot streaks just need 2 crit fire spells after each other. Okay, yeah. So what a lot of people do is if they can get 1 crit with fireball, they'll use like what is it? Not pyroblast. Flame blast, I think, which is guaranteed always to crit. Yeah, fire blast with flame on. Yeah. Not bad. We've taken out 3 with almost no effort. Oh, look, somebody else is down here already. Challenge Snowgrave. I don't think I wanna. Oh, snap. Oh, that was even worse. Whew. Ah! Okay, for some reason that dude did a lot, or took a lot more damage. Interesting. I did the same rotation. Now, granted, I started it at half health, but I did the same rotation, got 4 of those, got 1 of those. I'm about to get off vibes, just FYI. Because sadly, I have work today. Here, let's pick this up. That's a bow. This one was actually really good. We got this on our hunter, on Bronzebeard. It's an int bow, which is awesome. What's up, bud? In fact, we might actually go ahead and equip the int bow just cuz. There's usually another giant or two up this way that no one ever wants to fight. Because I just need one more giant. That's all I need. That's the other thing too, is like we could spend tomorrow's episode before work going and getting some world forged items that might be really good for us while trying to do dungeons or something. So that might be our goal tomorrow, depending on what the dailies are tomorrow. Yoink. All right. That quest is done. I am headed back to Org. Thank you. All right. Let's get to Orgrimmar, and then sadly, I have to head to work. Boop. So we'll get some more dailies done potentially tomorrow. We'll work on some dungeons tomorrow. We're gonna work on trying to get a list put together of all of our heirloom gear. Look at the fire chicken. How do you have fire chicken form? Fire chicken form, cool. Turn that in. There we go. That gave us what? One more box? Looks like one more box. So I normally would say, hey, wait and open these later, but I'm gonna go ahead and open them now just so you guys can see what kind of gear we get out of it. Let's move stuff around. All right, so boom, boom, boom. We only get one piece out of these boxes, which is fine. This is male int spell power. Yeah, it's still better than what we have on, so we're gonna go ahead and swap that out. That's strength, no good. Agility, no good. Shoulders. Belt with crit, haste, spell power. Nice. Those are the stats we actually need. Crit, spell haste, all that. So like now our PvE power is 239 out of 495, which means we get 11% increased damage to enemies. We take 11% less damage from people. Our bonus damage is still way up there. I like that. Our crit is now through the roof. Look at this, 20% with fire being 24.3. So I mean, we're rocking and rolling on that. Super nice. I would like to replace this with int and replace this one. So we're gonna, like I said, what we're gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna go off and we're going to try and find some heirlooms that would be better for us while we queue for dungeons. I don't even know if we can get into heroics yet. We can, so we can queue for heroics, which would be nice. Which would be better gear for us. That's parry. Sure. Because like all this was giving us was spell and well, the crit might be what I wanted. Yeah, we're still above 24. Because this ring gave us int, PDE power, spell power, health per second, which is fine. And like right now, I'm not really worried about getting set items. Like this right here, that's healing, so it doesn't really do us any good. I thought I saw one more that was a set item. I guess not. Okay. But yeah, so that's on the agenda for tomorrow. We're gonna go do some try to get some more dungeon or quests done. Look for some heirloom gear, and try and get some heroic dungeons done tomorrow before work. But I hope to see you guys there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to know when I go live. If there is something about this build I could be doing differently, please let me know. You can hit me up on the comment section. You can hit me up on Discord under the same name of Hello Heroes Guild. You can hit me up over on Twitch, whichever. I see all the messages you guys give me. I try to respond to all of those messages. Yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed Sunday. Stay safe out there. Be loved. And as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.